Welcome to Oye, Let's Talk podcast. I'm your host, Marisol Salgado, a bilingual counselor in Houston, Texas. Join me as I dismantle taboo topics, open the doors for much needed and a veces hard conversations about life and mental health. The information shared in this podcast is not a substitute for seeking help from a licensed mental health professional and is not a substitute for psychological diagnosis. So let's jump in. Oye, let's talk. I want to welcome you to the intro to my podcast, Oye, Let's Talk. I'm excited for you to join me on this journey as I dismantle taboo topics, open the doors for much needed and a veces hard conversations about life and mental health. So let me introduce myself. My name is Marisol Salgado. I'm a proud Latina born into a lineage of some strong-ass chingona women. I live in the great state of Texas in hot and humid Houston. I'm fully bilingual. Spanish is my first language, but I have a question. Do all bilingual people have the same curse I do? My Spanish isn't perfect and neither is my English. I'm damned if I do, and I'm damned if I don't. So, you might be asking yourself, how did Oye Let's Talk come up? So during the day, as I mentioned, I'm a bilingual counselor with a private practice, and I promise this is relevant. Growing up Latina, I have noticed that we have so many topics that are taboo or off limits to talk about. I remember growing up and wanting to talk to my mom about different things, and it was just very hard to have those conversations. I was either embarrassed or I just didn't know how to start a conversation. Y'all, the list is endless. So this is where the idea for Oye Let's Talk came from. Tired of having topics that were off limits or just seeing or experiencing not knowing where to start the conversation. So this is my personal opinion. Latinos do not know how to communicate. Why do I think that? Well, I've seen it in my family, friends, conocidos, in my work. And now that I'm a counselor, there's really no off-topic limits for me to talk about. Okay, maybe I'm lying. There's still a couple of topics that I'm embarrassed to talk to about with my mom. But we are making progress, y'all. So I have these hard and sometimes awkward conversations with my family, friends, and conocidos. But guess what? Sometimes I'm surprised, like, why didn't we talk about this before? This was such an important conversation to have at XYZ time. And I want to help others have those conversations because a lot of things happen because we don't have those conversations. So I want to say that I have learned the art of communication. Am I the best? Of course not. Can I improve? Of course I can. But guess what? I will open the door to these conversations. And if it does not want to open, I'll kick that damn door down. So you might be asking yourself, what can I expect from this podcast? Well, it will be a mix of Spanish, English, and my favorite, Spanglish. And I'm very passionate about mental health. As a bilingual counselor, I see the need about mental health in Spanish. So, va a haber uno que otro episodio en español también. And I will address and dive into why certain topics are so difficult to talk about. And we'll have conversations about them. So, along with my podcast, I also have a blog that you can go and read some information about the upcoming podcast. If you want me to talk about a difficult topic, email me at oyeletstalk@gmail.com or send me a DM on Instagram at Oye Let's Talk. And just as a reminder, the information provided and any comments or opinions expressed are intended for general discussion and education purposes only. My hope is that you'll join me for episode 1. Oye, let's talk. 30 Latinas sin hijos y sin marido.